All right, everyone, welcome to Jasper's History Facts. Well, today is September the 12th, and on this day in 1683, the winged hussars arrive. So, this is in reference to the Battle of Vienna, or I guess the Siege of Vienna is another name. The 1683 version got a little bit more specific, obviously, even though I just said the date. But there's a lot of sieges of Vienna. Vienna is a pretty important city, especially in a lot of the Renaissance and even medieval times. Very, very important city. But the Winged Hussars, this is the largest cavalry charge in all of human history. It's led by their king, the Polish king, John the Third, Sobieski. His name is just put like that. It's a little weird. I wouldn't say it like that, but is it how it is? But this is a pretty monumentous thing, really. I mean, when you think about the amount of horses, the amount of craziness this would have been, I think, on the battlefield. If you've ever seen Lord of the Rings, with the Battle of the Pelennor Fields, where, you know, Theoden rides out and there's all the troops behind him in the movie, there is 6,000 horsemen then. Obviously not really, they didn't have that many people, but digitally there is 6,000 people, and even in the book, that's the right amount. Even that is only a third of this cavalry charge. 18,000 horses, 18,000 men, you know. Crazy to think. It would have sounded like the earth was being ripped asunder and you're getting lightning strikes right next to you. It would have sounded, honestly, kind of cool, but not really something you could really recreate today. It's kind of hard. But this is a pretty important battle. This is, if you watched my video yesterday, this is part of that same war, to some degree, with the Ottomans. And it's just showing the Ottomans' power is vanishing rapidly. Austria becomes much more important in the grander scheme of things because of this war. Austria, not to say they weren't somewhat of a powerful player, they just weren't as big as, like, let's say France. France is a much bigger player for most of medieval history, because it's just a giant country relatively compared to others. So but this is the whole Siege of Vienna basically ends with this cavalry charge. Obviously all of the troops were not winged hussars, but they are just the most standoutish of the cavalry units, so they get remembered the most. Definitely look more into this battle. It's really, really cool. Very interesting stuff. And now you know.